Hello, hello! Welcome back to Beauty News. Fuck, what is the date?
March part 4.
Oh, that's right.
It is.
That's
yeah,
right.
March 4.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Should we start that one again?
Yeah.
Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome back to Beauty News March part 4. We know what we're doing. Pros. We're pros at this.
Totally know what we're doing.
Total pros.
We're on the roll.
Yeah. If you haven't been watching our channel recently, we've kind of changed up Beauty News a little bit where we do just brand new information in this Friday video. Then we'll do an update on Monday. So if there's anything that we haven't covered or updates that have been coming out since this video, we do generally film these earlier in the week because we've got work and shit to do throughout the week, and then we'll update it on the Monday one. So we'll talk about it on the weekend, which goes up Monday. So that's how we've decided to start doing it.
Yeah, it's easier. We split the content over 2 videos. They should technically both be a little bit smaller, but they haven't been. But it makes it easier for us to keep track of what we're up to. So we just keep going. So we're going to start with
probably the biggest news of the week.
Yeah. Biggest, most boring news, she means. There's going to be a collaboration between Nikki and Ofra.
Correct.
I believe it's actually available.
No, not yet.
They're doing a pre-sale. Is that correct?
No, I don't think they are.
Yeah, apparently you can use the code Nikki to get...
But that's when it comes out. That's when it comes out.
Sorry, I see. It's the 29th of the 3rd.
Yeah.
It's going to be released. So, there's a highlight, vanilla strawberry chocolate.
Hey, let's be real. It's white, beige, and dark beige. No.
Yeah, white, beige, and copper.
I did watch her video on this. Mind you, it was one day when I was working and I got up particularly early to get ready for work. And unlike today, we got up late. Anyway, and her video had been up for like 5 minutes. So I was the one that was like doing the screenshotting for like the group. I'm like, ooh, pause, screenshot. So
good job.
I know, go me. Anyway, so I was up early and I was running late for work because I was screenshotting shit. Anyway, so this highlighter, Ofra is quite well known for their highlighter wheel type things where they'll have little segments of different colours, and that some of them are really, really kind of well known, not so much in the consumer makeup industry, but more the makeup artists or Instagram artists tend to use them a lot. So a lot of kind of Insta makeup artists love these highlighter wheels. So what she decided to do, and I get where she's coming from, I don't think it actually works in real life. But she wanted to make one like a wedge for really, really fair people, a wedge for like medium or just a generic highlighter, and then one for deeper skin. Totally respect that. And these do seem pigmented enough that you can use them as an eyeshadow. But at the same time, you're going to hit pan on one wedge. Or probably what I'll do, swirl them all together because none of them really work for me. So she tried, and it is a limited edition highlighter. It's not just like they've just taken one from their existing range.
It's an actual limited edition shade.
Correct. So if you do love their highlighters, it might be a decent way to check it out.
Yeah.
But then there's also these 3 liquid lipsticks.
Yes.
One is like concealer lip nude, and it's a matte. One is like a vibrant coral with a shimmer, and she does specify numerous times in the video that to finish it off, after you've like applied it precisely, do one swipe because it applies streaky.
Yeah.
It's streaky. So she's like, that's the one you have to work with the most. And then a chocolate shimmery brown. So it is like a decent deal because it's $79 US.
Yeah.
But you can get 30% off with her discount code. So it comes to $55.30.
And I think the liquid lipstick, I know the highlighters are like $30-something dollars each.
And I think the liquid lipsticks are $19.90 or something.
Yes, so it is a really good deal.
I think it's just shy of $100.
Yeah.
But I think the thing with this pack is most people want to buy the things individually. They don't want all of them, and like people are getting a bit disgruntled that they have to buy all of them to be able to try one of them. Also, people are thinking that she's double dipping with earnings. and essentially, I've got no problem with it, but essentially she would have been paid to have her face on it, and she does have a reach of like 7 million people. Exactly. Like, why wouldn't you pay for her services?
She should be paid. She's not someone's lackey.
Yeah.
Like, she is a working woman. This is her job. Of course she should be paid for it.
Yeah. But also, people are a bit sus about the discount code. And essentially what it is, and she did... she's had an Ofra discount code forever. So it's just about whether or not you want to use it and get 30% off. Yes, she will get a portion or a certain amount or a certain percentage of the sales revenue. But
that's because she's selling a product.
Yeah. And also, if you're going to...
And it's not costing you anything extra.
You're actually saving money.
Yeah. Like, you get 30% off the original sale price, and then Ofra, after they've taken your payment, they take a small percentage and pay her for making the sale.
Which is generally something like 5% or 4%. Yeah. It's not even that much money.
It's not usually a large amount.
Yeah, but, she's bringing in the money, but so she should. She's done the work to get the reach, and... Essentially, what I see affiliate links as being, and people think, why are brands sending out PR to YouTubers and their packs are worth like hundreds of dollars, whereas I have to pay for mine? And it's like, well, the thing is, if you look at the cost of advertising on YouTube or on Google or on Facebook or on Instagram, to reach something like 1 million people, you're spending tens of thousands of dollars for that ad. Yeah. So you could just say, hey, Nikki, I'll give you $10,000. Let's put your face on a thing. You have some input in the colors and what you like. And then all of a sudden, they, in a really cheap way, they're selling a mass amount of product. It just makes sense.
The same goes for like Nike sponsoring basketballers and putting their shoes on them and giving them their clothing for free. All of a sudden, you've got this whole generation of people who are just like, must own all of the Nike things. Yeah. Mum, Dad, buy me Nike stuff. Like, that's what it is. It's marketing.
It is marketing, and what it comes down to is PR is cheaper than paying for marketing.
Absolutely it is. And also, Ofra does have codes that you can use that aren't actually affiliated with any social media influencers. You can Google them. Yeah. They work all the time. They get you a percentage off.
Yeah, and I think there's like, it might be one that's just beauty or something, and it gets you 30% off without the money going to a YouTuber. Yeah. But at the same time, if you like that person, why would you not want them to get a portion as income?
It's a good way to support them.
Yeah.
That's like saying, Kat, you're my friend and I really like you, but I'm not going to support anything you do.
Yeah. Because you make $5 off these videos as it is. God. You don't need any more money.
Kat.
My coffee cost me fucking $5 today. Thank you very much. So
I don't know why you're so entitled.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh, what? You have to pay off your mortgage?
Oh.
So do I. Where's my money and my free shit, all right? Anyway.
But that's what it's like.
Yeah.
If you like a YouTuber and they have affiliate codes, don't worry. You're not paying extra. You're not taking money from... or they're not taking money from you.
They're taking money from the company.
Yeah, you're still getting your product, but you're also helping to support that YouTuber by showing the brand that YouTuber brought in a sale through you.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's just marketing. Yeah. Anyway, so if you want that pack, it's going to be released on the 29th. Do use a code. Do save yourself some money. It's a decent pack if you want them all. Personally, I'm not really interested in any of the shades. But I do think Ofra's a pretty decent brand. They've been around since the 90s, so they are like an established makeup artist brand. They're becoming more mainstream these days, but they've always been more of an underground brand. So that is that. Long-winded fuck around.
So the next thing we want to talk about, which is probably one of the biggest things happening after Nikki and her Ofra stuff, we've got the Urban Decay Basquiat collection. So essentially what it consists of is 2 eyeshadow palettes, a face palette, should we call it, lipsticks, liners, I think
a makeup bag.
Yes, makeup bag.
And you can buy it in a kit as well.
Yes. So, pretty big collection. There's They used an artist to sort of help with their inspiration of this collection and also the packaging and stuff like that. Swatches look fairly good. You've got a nude palette, which is, I mean, it's nude. It's a
grungy looking palette, which kind of makes a lot of sense because he was very big in like the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, and he
or was it anyway.
I think it was big in the 90s.
And he was very street and very kind of yeah, so it makes sense. The colour palette actually looks surprisingly good quality. I was quite surprised. These swatches I don't think do it justice.
No.
We'll put on the screen as well. There's a YouTuber who I watched their review and then just them applying it onto the eye on a normal primer. It was surprising how bright the colours actually were.
Yeah.
So I personally don't like the cardboard packaging. I think this is taking a step backwards for Urban Decay. I think they could have... Because it also, if you're a big fan of the artist or you just love this kind of palette in general, I think you would want something that could potentially last the distance. And cardboard packaging, yes, okay, a lot of people do them and they're quite sturdy and they do last, but they're not really collector's items.
Pieces,
yeah.
No.
So, but I think this is fun. I probably won't buy it.
Nah, I won't buy any of it. Something I do want to point out, I think they potentially got right. So we were talking in our last beauty news video about how they make a lot of drug references with their names.
They do indeed.
This artist actually died of a heroin overdose and they have steered clear, from what I can tell, of any drug reference.
That's good.
Names. So, yeah.
Good.
Good on them.
And so that's launching, or it's already launched?
I believe it has. I believe it's out, as far as I know.
Not in Australia, but in the US it's already out.
But it's limited. Seriously limited.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That might not even come to Australia then.
Maybe not. Depends. Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay, the next big thing that we kind of wanted to talk about, I believe, was Zoeva.
Yeah.
Bringing out they're bringing out like a lot of shit. We just received our Zoeva order of the matte spectrum palette and the highlighting palette. They look pretty in the pans. We haven't used them, but they do look pretty. So this is more like looks like a spring collection.
Yeah, they're calling it the Sweet Glamour collection. It's coming out on the 10th of April. It's kind of like pastels with nudes and then pink blushes.
The pink blushes infuriate me.
Yeah, I'm not.
I can get
into it.
I can get behind the palette. I can understand that if you like a really light, minimal kind of look with a pop of colour, that's a nice spring way to do it. Why the fuck do they have dolly pink, clown pink, and pure white?
Yeah, the white is a shimmer.
Yeah, but it would look good on like a minute amount of people.
Yeah.
That is the people that have that porcelain doll skin.
And that's kind of what annoys me about this blush palette. The fact that the people that are going to be able to wear the white highlight without looking ashy can't wear the fucking pink blushes. They're too dark.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm not... Look, I love Zoeva. I don't love this.
No, I agree.
Doesn't...
Very spring.
Yeah.
I'll give him that, but...
Yeah. It doesn't tick the right boxes for me, unfortunately.
No, that blush palette is... If it had a light pink, a light peach, and the white...
I'd get it.
I understand it.
Yeah.
The fucking clown pink, no. No go. The only time there should be a clown pink, if it's got also, say, like a plum and then also a really dark kind of gold bronze for deeper skin tones.
Yeah, exactly.
But that, no. No go, Zoe.
No.
Okay. Then we have Anastasia Beverly Hills. They were talking a while ago about bringing out blushes. Now we now see that they have these little blush palettes. So they're trios. Mm-hmm. They're pretty.
Yep.
They're well thought out colours, I think. It's like if you like the one that you can see a makeup artist using now, holding in their hand, it's got oranges and peaches. If you love an orange or a peach, like you want a variety in one palette. You don't want a purple and a bright pink and the peach because generally people are they like certain colour families.
These look quite small.
They do look quite small. They do. If you look at their hand, they look very small. But then again, when was the last time you used up a blush?
Fucking rarely.
Yeah, you use so little blush. If anything, you just dab it in and like tap it off.
And these would be insanely pigmented.
I reckon they probably would be. So I think it makes sense having, like, you still get a good amount of product as long as they aren't charging the amount, like a bomb for them, then it's fine. The packaging looks gorgeous. Yeah. It looks like it's domed and it's got the Anastasia Beverly Hills logo repeated as a pattern. I quite like it. And then you have like those other shades. It looks like there's more pinky ones, a deeper one, and red. More of that sort of bronzy red, pink, variety of stuff. So I think they're doing it relatively well.
Yeah. So speaking of Anastasia, we've got some more information about her new individual eyeshadows that she's bringing out. Some of them are coming from the Modern Renaissance palette. Yeah. So we've got Love Letter, Tempera, and Vermeer. Apparently the collection includes new lip gloss shades as well. So
there you go.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, let's just go from the A's through to the... No, we've covered Z. Fuck.
Through to the...
V.
Yeah.
A to V. Let's go from A to V now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've got some new liquid lipsticks from Australis. This is an Australian brand, so if you're from Australia, New Zealand, we're representing.
Yo.
Hello. So these are called Liquid Lips.
Yeah.
And Australis have been known for having their velour lips, which are really disgustingly chunky, kind of cakey liquid lipsticks. Good. Like, I don't like them. No. They're not good. So the fact that they're bringing out a lighter formula, I can totally get behind. They look like they swatch pretty well.
Yeah, they look alright. I probably won't buy them.
No, but I'd potentially give them a go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bare Minerals are showing a palette.
Yes, it's called the Bare Sensuals. And it looks pretty rosy and plum toned.
Yeah.
However, they did bring out some palettes at Christmas time. One of them looked very plum. It was not very plum at all. It literally had like 2 plum shades in it. So I know that they sometimes fuck around with their imagery.
Yeah, I also think that often with Bare Minerals, they've got a funny thing going on where they'll bring out colours, but then they translate on the eye to be very
different,
nude.
Yeah.
So like one of my favourite colours of theirs is from, I forgot what it's called, but it's a quad that's got purples in it.
Yeah.
And the matte dark purple looks like a really hard to wear dark plum, but it is gorgeous because it's almost more browny red when you put it on the eye. So it's actually a gorgeous shade, but it looks more scary and vibrant in the pan.
Yeah.
So I think these, the thing that I have an issue with Bare Minerals is I bought their, not the Christmas one, but the first release that was like this palette.
Yes.
And it was very cool toned.
Yeah, they fucked that up.
And I think this is going to be very cool toned.
That's the exact one I was talking about. It was...
that wasn't a Christmas one.
No, it wasn't actually. It was earlier in the year.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, so there it is. It's the Nudes palette. It was called something else though. It was... I don't know. Anyway, there it is. And it's extremely nude.
But it's very grey nude.
But that's the thing, like...
The imagery made it look warm, like a nice warm
and
palette.
Plummy.
Yeah.
And like... Yeah.
And it's grey. It's greyish. There's so much greyish here that it's boring and unwearable for me.
And I've always raved about Bare Minerals. I fucking love Bare Minerals eyeshadows. Their formula's great. Alright? I still stand behind that. Their formula is great. But I'm getting a bit like, sort your fucking shit out with this imagery because it's misleading.
It is. Because I reckon you'll buy this and you will get grey purples.
Yeah.
And then grey nudes.
Yeah.
And then you'll end up going... That doesn't suit me because a small percentage of the people actually suit cool colours and greys. And yeah, this to me should be warm plums and burnt kind of nudes, whereas it's going to be very, very grey.
Yeah.
So
For the last few large palettes I've received, I've been one of those people who's like, I don't care what it looks like. I just buy it because I love the brand. Yeah. I support the brand. But it's gotten to the point with some of their last large palette releases where I'm like, I can't just buy your shit now. Yeah. I can't, because it's not what... it's not what you're showing it to be, essentially.
But you also... They sit in a cupboard and they gather dust, and that's not what you want from your makeup collection.
But the reason they sit in a fucking cupboard or a drawer and gather dust is because the imagery that made you buy it in the first place is not what is delivered to your fucking front door.
Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah. Sorry.
So, anyway, I will check it out in store, but I'm not going to... I can't wait for swatches. When we'll do an update on it as soon as there's swatches available, because it intrigues me, because they have such great quality. Yeah. I just think their colour choices are a bit... no go. Okay, the next thing we have are beauty blenders. Yeah. These are like summery kind of
new
summer
shades,
pack. Yeah. And there's the neons.
Mate, it's fucking riveting stuff. Calm down.
They look like minis, but I suppose when they're dry, they look very small, and then they get bigger. Okay, then we have Chanel releases.
Yeah, so this was their summer collection.
How the fuck is that summer?
Hang on, let me double check.
That looks like winter.
Double check. It is Chanel Summer. Yes.
Because grey and fucking like a forest green and a black and all that kind of stuff is really screams summer to me.
And 60 Shades of Brown.
Yeah, and these smoky eyes, these really intense smoky eyes. Oh, that I'll wear that to the beach. Fucking yes.
Fucking every day, mate. Yes.
Yes. Fucking boring.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. It doesn't scream summer to me. It screams autumn, especially the only shade in there that says summer to me is the pink, which is so light most people wouldn't be able to wear it anyway.
Or even the gold yellow.
See, I think that's more autumny, but you could fit it into a summer collection. It does. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it. They've also got, I think these are meant to be cream shadows. Yeah. Look at those great little brushes.
Winning.
Oh, mate, I want some of them.
I'm going to buy the thing just for the little brush. Yeah. Because, that's great value for money.
And then I'm going to throw the Chanel thing at the door. Yes, let's do it. We also have the Vita Lumiere Aqua Fresh Hydrating Cream Compacts.
They've got some very peachy shades in there.
They do.
If you have peach skin... If you have sunburnt peach skin, there's one for you right in that corner.
I reckon they've fucked around with the colours.
Correct.
Because they're not... The peach and the yellow tones that I see in this don't look like natural skin shades. They look really like... Don't. Yeah. It doesn't look right. But who knows? Might be nice. I'm sure they won't look like that in person. I'm sure they'll look much more wearable.
Okay, so on to Colourpop, and only, I think, last week or the week before, we were talking about their peach collection. That Nectar.
Because, they've got to be different, mate.
Got to be different, because, Anyway, they brought out a big, extensive range of, peachy coloured things.
Yeah, they called it Phase 1, apparently.
Well, Phase 2 is out, or coming out, and it is pink. It is a salt of pink. They have that double kind of blush highlighter type duo thing that they had with the peach one. They've got 4 eyeshadow singles, swatches, more swatches. Yeah. Looks like they've got 3 lip products. They are, who the fuck knows, lip pencils, a highlighter that's pink, and... It's just a lot of pink. Okay, let's just run through this really quickly. Pressed powder highlighter and blush duo, $16.
Shadows?
The shadows that are available, a quad.
Yeah, so the shadows will be available as singles or a quad.
Yeah. Then we've got a highlighter, which is in Forget Me Not, which is an icy pink. We've got a lippy stick in Birdie, which is a warm baby pink. A matching lippy pencil. 2 ultra satin lips, Chandelier is a true salmon pink, and Love Muffin is a pastel bright pink. And then we have the Ultra Matte Lip in Fresh Cut, which is a true blue pink. So that's all the pink shit. And it's saying, done deal, belle of the ball.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck.
No. But don't worry, guys, if you don't like pink.
Yeah, what are they doing next?
Another collection coming out, and they're calling it Phase 3 Sand, and it's all fucking nudes. I wish they'd just phase the fuck out, because they're annoying the shit out of me.
You made me snot on my phone.
Sorry. I really hate, I'm just gonna fucking rant pants. I really hate it when brands are just like, take all of the stuff, let me shove it down your throat, drown you in all the crap, fucking regurgitated shit. We've seen it before. It's boring, okay? Oh, look, you discovered how to put 2 pressed fucking powders into a palette. And now you've got to bring one out in every fucking shade of the rainbow. Calm down.
I also think that if they're going to bring out something like that, like the Jouer, which I'm fine with.
Yeah,
Jouer blush, highlighter, whatever.
I think it's great.
But bring 4 of them out as a collection.
Exactly.
Like a new addition to the range. The capsule collections that they always do, it's just a way to push or make people who are excited for the range and needs to collect them all.
Yeah.
They're making those people buy it unnecessarily. Like, how many nude pink lip products do you need to have? Like, they've got 100 already in their collection. You don't need to buy a new one just because it's got a different name.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Like, I'm feeling the same way about Colourpop as I am about Kiko at the moment. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
All right?
Do you know what? I'm going to say Colourpop makes me respect MAC a lot more, because MAC used to be like, they just regurgitate. Bleh, bleh, bleh. They are nowhere near as bad as Colourpop, and their collections, like, they actually have good inspiration behind it. Not phase 1, pink. No, peach. Phase 2, pink. Phase 3, nude. Phase 4, yellow. Phase 5, green. Phase, how many colours do you have to go through? Phase 15, mint. Phase,
Phase 6,432 million.
Grass green.
Pink with blue undertones.
Yeah.
Fuck off!
Yeah, I agree. It's just, it's bringing out shit just to create hype. But that's what it is. That's what their brand has started with.
It's literally just like, we need to be releasing things every 5 minutes, so we're constantly in people's face.
Yeah.
And then you get consumers like me who are fucking big buyers. How much money did we spend on makeup in March? Yeah, I know. We don't even want to admit it because it's fucking embarrassing. But all I do now is look at Colourpop and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to touch you. I don't want to touch you because you're confused.
Yeah.
You're just like, quick.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Coming from the people that placed a Colourpop order and received it last week.
Look, but I bought their highlighters because their highlighters are bomb. Yeah. Concentrate on what you do best. Fucking not capsule collections of 50 Shades of Ugly.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, let's move on. We knew that one was going to be a bit of a heated one.
Fucking.
But it's a hot day, so it may as well get a bit heated.
It's been pissing me off all week.
Yeah, it has actually been.
Alright, the next item we have is absolutely gorgeous.
It's so cute.
This is a new release from Demeter Fragrances. It is called Kitten Fur.
Oh, I want it.
I
don't know if I want to smell like kitten fur.
I like the way cats smell.
I do, but I don't know if that will translate
if you
well
want
to
to smell like that.
I want to go get my cat.
Yes,
give him
get
a sniff.
him.
Oh, puppy.
Oh, hello.
How do you smell? Doesn't smell like anything,
Not really. Hi.
Hi, Auntie Hayley. Hi, Auntie Hayley.
My baby.
Oh, he's just chill. He's just chill. What's Mummy doing?
Oh,
chill.
Fuck. It's hot.
It is hot. He's hot.
Baby.
You go back to the bed. You go back.
You go back. You go back. You go back.
Goodbye, baby.
Goodbye, baby.
Goodbye. He's such a good boy. He doesn't even care. He's like
pretty happy.
Nice and warm under here. He loves it.
He's got a sweaty belly. That's what my hair looks like when I get sweaty. It's hot, isn't it? I don't blame you.
Such a good boy.
Oh, cat hair sticking to my sweat.
Oh, yeah, same.
We've got some new Elizabeth Arden releases. We'll start with the new Provage City Smart Double Action Detox Peel Off Mask.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a peel-off mask. They're usually fun. Unless you buy them off eBay and they feel like they're going to rip your skin off.
All those viral videos that are fun to watch. Yeah. I would assume that City Smart is more about getting rid of like toxins and stuff like that. So, great. And then they're bringing out this product.
Yes, it's a
bronzer.
Yeah, but kind of. I don't know how big this is going to be, but I struggle to call it a bronzer because there's 2 bronzing shades, or one that looks like bronzing, one that looks like contouring, one that's a blush shade, and then a highlight shade. Yeah. So unless it's like this
massive,
big,
which I don't think it would be.
I don't think it's going to be either. I just don't.
I reckon you could use them in 2, especially with that brush that comes in. You can use the bottom, or you can use the top. But using them individually, unless you've got a really precise brush, it's a bit silly.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay, so we've got a collab on the horizon with TotalMakeupJunkie101. Mm-hmm. This is a giveaway, and clearly this is like people do this for the question. So you can see on the screen that she's got what she's wearing, put a palette, lips, ... winky face.
Yeah.
And then lists all the other products. When someone doesn't list a product, it's often because they're not listing it for a reason.
Yeah.
And if you were being really if you didn't want people to ask at all, you wouldn't list any products.
No.
So no one asks, or they go, what's on your lips? And then you just tell them. So the fact that clearly wanting to be asked about it and give a hint. So there's going to be some lip collab going on, and it's supposed to be coming very soon. So that's that. We also have a bunch of stuff from Essence.
Yeah. So we've got a collection called Pretty Angels. This is looking very pastelish. You've got a color correcting quad. You've got little makeup sponges, which I like the colors of them.
Yeah.
There's a double-ended brush, which annoys me. They've got the color correcting powder pearls, and then I don't know if these are color correcting.
Looks like concealer sticks.
Yeah.
So the pink one is supposed to be a wake up effect. The green is the anti-redness, and the kind of beige one is soft brightening, which looks like soft darkening to me. But anyway, it depends on your skin tone.
There are also some primers in that collection. Again, green, pink, beige.
Yeah.
And there you have it. It's, look, I kind of respect Essence because they consistently release collections at certain times of the year, and they're always themed.
Yeah.
Some of the products are amazing for their price, some are a bit shitty, but no matter what, you're going to get the same thing, and it's not generally regurgitated shit.
Yeah, I've also I've noticed with Essence, even though they might use something like color correcting as a theme, they don't tend to follow trends too much.
No.
They kind of just do their own thing.
I respect that.
Like this time last year, color correcting was a trend.
Yeah.
And they are just bringing it out now. I think they just kind of go like spring, summer, winter, autumn, and they just kind of bring out things that kind of suit the season. 2
collections each season. So, and in Australia, one will be in Target, one will be in Priceline. So, I don't know. I don't hate them. I mean, I'm not going to buy anything from the collection, but I respect them for it.
Yeah, and they're also bringing out these eyeshadow palettes.
Yes. It's the Live, Laugh, Celebrate collection.
Okay, cool. So you've got a 4-pan palette, and it looks like it's got a clear lid with little balls in it. Yeah. So kind of like shake it around.
Like hundreds and thousands kind of. Yeah.
And then there's a 8-pan palette as well, and then there's a variety of eyeshadows that you can put into the...
So you won't be able to see it in this photo because it's small on our phones. But you've got eyeshadows along the top row, and then the 2 on the...
and the rest of face products.
You've got shimmer blushes, highlighting or fixing powder and highlighting powder, and these 2 on the bottom right.
And lips.
Lip powders.
Powders?
Yep, lip powders. Go to the next photo. Oh, no, not next one. Go to the last one. That is a lip base.
Well, do you know what I'm going to say? It is lip base. I just think that with these kind of things, unless there's got a colour in there that is not safe for the eyes or not safe for the lips, you could use any of these however the fuck you want.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all powders. Yeah. Do whatever the fuck you want with them.
Yeah, like you could always go, I'll go for a basic nude eyeshadow and then I'll put a blush, a highlighter and a lip product if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or you could,
totally mix it up. Do you. These haven't been getting great reviews, which is a shame. But... Again, I respect Essence for bringing out a customizable palette with individual pans. You can buy whatever the fuck you want, put it in there however the fuck you want. You're giving people options and control, and
But the good thing is, if they are getting bad reviews, like there's the eyeshadows aren't pigmented enough, they've got the foundation to be able to reformulate it or fix it. And continue, because I reckon there should be more affordable brands that do the customizable palettes.
Totally agree.
I'm just waiting for NYX to get theirs in Australia.
Yeah.
Because I think that's definitely a way of the future that more brands need to focus on.
Totally agree. In that collection, they also have a 4-piece brush set and a bag. Great.
The bag's cute.
The bag is cute. I like it. Next up, we have... something from I Heart Makeup. It's 24 karat gold bar highlighter. This looks like shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it looks like rubbish.
But it's also a copy of the Charlotte
Tilbury, yeah.
Yeah, and that one, even then, that's really expensive and doesn't get amazing reviews either.
Yeah.
So
people are saying that this looks similar to one of their individuals as well. Someone actually said that pretty much every time they bring out a highlighter, it's the exact same fucking highlighter in different packaging.
Doesn't surprise me.
So, yeah, we're really excited about that. Well done. I love makeup.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
And then we've got IT Cosmetics releasing... It looks like one brush.
Yeah, I think
They've just put 5 of them on the screen.
Yeah.
And they're like, double tap, then zoom in for a clue. Can you spot
it?
Well, firstly, double tap means they just want you to like the fucking photo. And secondly, if you zoom in, it says, Saturday the 18th of March, which is probably when this was released. Don't care. They're fucking brushes. But if you want IT Cosmetics brushes, there's a new brush.
Yep. Riveting
Good times.
shit.
Okay, so Jouer, we talked about this on Monday. So originally, this image... People thought it was linked to the Jeffree Star collab. It's not. It is linked to their spring collection. So they're bringing out 2 sort of collections at the same time.
Yeah,
launching on the 4th of April. Firstly, we have the Rose Gold collection. It's 2 lip products and a highlighter. So we've got 1 lip cream, longwear lip cream, or they're both longwear lip creams. One's a sparkly thing, isn't it?
No, one's a lip topper.
Okay, so 1 longwear lip cream and 1 lip topper and 1 highlighter.
Yeah, all rose gold shades.
Yeah, and then we have this springtime...
In Paris palette.
Correct. But then it looks like the longwear one is metallic as well.
Yeah, I know.
It's stupid.
Can we talk about why this palette looks the way it does?
Do you get a lot of maybe that's pollen in the air.
Maybe that's what it's going to look like when I shoot myself in the face because I can't stand this shit.
It does look like someone with age spots.
It does.
Or it looks like, just pollen just floating around.
I don't understand it. I don't get it.
No.
What's it got to do with Paris?
Nothing. What does the colours have to do with Paris?
Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Why are you calling it springtime in Paris? Who are you? Jouer. That's who we are. Fuck off. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Moving on.
I hate this episode. I hate everything we've talked about. Give me something I like.
We talked about the baby.
I love the baby.
The baby.
There is something coming
He's just
up
sitting
that
under
I
the
like.
camera just watching us. He loves
He's being cute.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
It's too hot in Melbourne for this shit.
It's muggy today. It's been
bad.
raining and we're grumpy.
It's very bad. So we've got some metallic liquid lipsticks from Kevin Aucoin.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to be 6 shades, which are all, for me, they're all odd shades. They're you've got rose gold, copper, titanium gold, bronze, and carbon. Are they even lips? Maybe they're meant to... No, they're definitely lips. Look at that applicator.
Yeah.
They've got to be lips. Then we've got, I don't even know. I assume that they're lip toppers.
Yeah,
We've got Cyber Opal and Cyber Sky.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty, but do I want to wear them
No.
on my lips? Fuck no.
But what I do want to wear is this powder thing that they've got going on.
I want this. I think this is the only thing I like in this episode other than the cat. I want this. I also want his other Neo blush and highlighting palettes.
The purple one.
I asked a girl at Mecca when they were coming. She was like, I don't know.
Oh, bugger. Anyway, so this is the Summer 2017, the Neo Setting Powder. And it's got 3 finishes. So one side is matte, so it's just like a translucent or a white setting powder. And then in the middle where it kind of overlaps, it's more of a satin. So I guess you can put like a glowy kind of powder. And then it's got a highlighter on the other end, which is more of a white base with a pinky kind of shift, which I think is gorgeous.
It's fucking beautiful. I want this.
This is, $58 US.
I know, they're really expensive in Australia.
I don't think I will be buying it, but I will be thinking about it often.
I think I might buy it. I might buy those blush palettes too when they finally fucking get here.
They won't.
Hurry up.
Take your fucking time.
Yeah, I know. We've also got some new shades from Kathleen Light's Kale Polish range. These are going to be summer shades. We've got Pistachio Ice Cream, St. Clair, Coconut Milk, Hug and Roll.
Yeah.
That's what she said, and Miss Honey.
Which, mind you, I want Miss Honey because that's the name of the teacher from Matilda.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she has done a sneak peek of what we're assuming is going to be coconut milk.
Yeah.
Because she's drinking coconut milk and she's got a really light, looks like an off-white nail polish on. So, that we will reveal more shades as they reveal themselves to us.
We will.
Okay, then we've finally seen the full range of the new lip liners from Kat Von D, which are launching on the 11th of April. Now, these are the bulletproof shades from the Everlasting Lip Liner range. Whatever. But there's 30 shades available. They're cruelty-free and vegan. So if you do want a blue lip liner that is vegan, there you go. Launching in April.
Fun.
Hooray. Then talking about summer releases, we have the Lancome Summer releases. Man, they are bringing out some really fuckable makeup recently.
Yeah, I know.
They brought out that rose highlighter that was bullshit, but it was fuckable. Now, these bronzer pans, yes.
I reckon they're really ugly to look at.
I want to scrape them.
I want to just smash it with a hammer. Stop making ugly makeup.
Look, Hayley's having a bad day.
I am. I hate everything today.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah.
It's ugly. Stop it.
Even the pretty things are ugly.
I know.
Anyway, I don't think we've got a new updated photo on this, but there looks like there's liners, possibly brow pencils, nail polishes, shimmery lip products, or like an eye kind of cream products. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah.
Basic.
It's boring. It's boring. Let's talk about some MAC stuff. They're re-releasing their OG Clear Lipglass.
Yeah. Well, why do they discontinue this?
I don't fucking know.
This sounds like a pro staple. Maybe I understand if they would have made it like a pro only product, like, they get in the pro stores or online, but that seems like a pretty basic thing to...
Honestly, I reckon they would have discontinued this because their prices are too high on the most basic of basic products that you can literally get for like 50 cents in the bargain bin. It's a fucking clear gloss. Like, it doesn't need to change the way you live your life. As long as it transforms from tube to lip and stays glossy,
that's probably fair enough.
Meh. But we also have new lip gloss shades, and there's a lot. Purples, pinks, blues, yellows, oranges, sparkles. So lots of sparkle shades, which are pretty. Some nudes. There's a beautiful plum in there and a black. And also a whole bunch of look.
Rosy gorgeousness and plummy.
They're pretty.
Yes.
I don't like lip gloss. But these are pretty.
Yeah, so we did talk about this last week, but we forgot to update them. So this is the full range, whereas before we didn't have all the photos. And then we also have a sneak peek of a summer collection.
Yes.
It is coming soon, tropical packaging. It's a thing.
It's a sculpting powder. I reckon this will turn into a full collection.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because when they actually have this kind of like special design on the packaging,
they don't usually do it just for one product.
They don't do it for one. They will do it. This will be like for like, probably there'll be a couple of these. There'll be highlighters. There'll be lip products. There'll be everything.
Because they already sell these bronzers.
Or they've been out in other releases before. Yeah.
No, they're part of their full collection. Yep. And I think what they're doing is they're taking like a bunch of stuff from their actual collection, putting it in limited edition packaging.
They like to do that. And then they add in just a couple of limited edition shades, but most of them are permanent, and they just mark up the price of the packaging.
Or sometimes they rename old shades to make them seem limited. So just
watch out for that.
Or
they like to test out new products to see what, like they might put in a new lip product or a new formula to see. It's like a test.
To see how it sells and what people think of it.
About it. Yeah. Okay, we got Makeup Revolution bringing out Ultra Chroming Duo Stick. Now, I don't know if it's just an Australian thing calling chroming, or if it's a real, like it's an international thing.
I know that, like, in Australia, it's a major thing, and it's
a problem.
It's a fucking problem too.
Other people will call it huffing.
Yes, I think we thought we were cool by calling it chroming, so we did.
I just think, I don't know why people started calling it chroming.
Don't know.
But anyway, so if you don't know what the term chroming means, it means various things, but also in Australia it is inhaling aerosol things. And I think maybe it was called it was called chroming because a lot of people used to use spray paint.
Yes, spray paint was a big one. It got so bad that buying spray paint, you actually you couldn't just go into a hardware. Yeah, you can't go into a hardware store and just take a can off the shelf and buy it. You have to actually get someone to unlock cabinets for you, take the shape. You're not even allowed to touch it. Like last time I brought spray paint, the guy's like, you have to look at it here and decide what you want, and I'll stay with you to give you advice, and then when you want it, I will get it out and I will take it.
Yeah, because people would steal it.
It was extreme. I was like, do I look like I want to inhale this?
Yeah.
It will ruin my makeup.
Exactly.
Don't
But there are a lot of photos of people that like spraying spray paint into a bag.
And inhaling it.
And then they inhale it, and then they've got like silver paint.
Yeah.
Which is where, and that's also, it's quite funny that they had the Mad Max Fury Road where they were like spraying silver.
Their face,
And the director of that is Australian. Yeah. So I'm sure that came from chroming.
Yeah.
So
it is a real problem. However, I don't think Makeup Revolution was aware of this.
They probably should have Googled the term though.
They are a UK brand,
yes.
I believe. You can't buy them in Australia. I'm sure you could get them somehow, but it's not like you can go into Priceline and
they don't ship, I don't think, internationally.
Do they?
I don't think so.
I've never seen any.
I looked out for them because there's that highlighter that shifts green.
Oh yes.
Maybe you can ship. I don't even know. Whatever. But
anyway, it doesn't matter. Essentially, they even say on this picture, first came contouring, then came strobing, and now we bring you chroming. If you say so.
I'm sure they've got their own huffing problems in the UK.
Yeah, maybe that's what's going on here.
Anyway, but it looks like one end might be a pinky colour and one end is like a light yellow. So if you want that, then you can get that. Mm-hmm. They also have a Camouflage and Conceal Pro HD Camouflage Conceal palettes. Now, I hate when people put in the word pro just because it's in a palette form and it's got multiple colours that you can't use all of them of. That's just called impractical. Doesn't mean it's pro, it just means you are being stupid. And they've got like a black and what looks like a grey.
I know.
Weird shit in there.
Look, sometimes stuff like that, it is handy in
mixing.
In a pro kit, like I can see.
But would a pro kit buy Makeup Revolution?
No.
If I hired a makeup artist and they pulled out Makeup Revolution, I'd be like, get the fuck out. There's the door.
I know. You're charging me $150 to do my bridal makeup and you're using Makeup Revolution?
No go, sister. No
Bye.
go. Okay. Another brand that has blush palettes coming out.
Yeah.
Maybelline. They're bringing out this... I think they're bringing out a lot of things in this kind of palette range.
Instead of calling it Pro, they're calling it Master.
Well, that's exactly what it... No, actually, the funny thing about it is the Master range has nothing to do with being a pro range.
No.
It purely has to do with trending stuff.
Right.
So they've got the main range, which pretty much stays quite constant and permanent.
Yeah.
And then they've got the Master range where they bring out things that are trendy.
Right.
And that might be targeted for people that are more into the disposable makeup thing.
Oh, okay.
So like palettes are trendy, so we'll put in the Master range.
Yeah.
Because... you know, great Auntie Jean doesn't want to buy a blush palette. She just wants to buy her same peach blush that she's been buying for like, 20 years. So the Master range is where they bring in things that are more like trendy. It's like the Napoleon Total Bang. That's what the Master range is. So it's not actually like for pros. It's just for people that are like in the makeup trends. I still don't think this is very fucking trendy, but...
No, neither do I.
What could you do?
Anyway... They're bringing out more palettes, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're called the City Mini palette.
I'm not going to lie. You're going to be surprised at this. I don't mind some of these. That plummy one down the bottom.
Yeah, nice colours.
If I was saying to someone, I started with Revlon eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that when I first started wearing makeup back in like high school and straight out of high school. I wouldn't mind picking up, like if I probably won't now because I won't use it, but... like that brownie one and that plummy one down the bottom. It's got a good variety of mattes in there. That plummy one.
It does.
Pretty shimmers.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, the colours are there, and again, if you like these sort of trending things, then go for it.
Go for it. But yeah, I think some of these are well thought out compared to other brands that bring out... because the problem with drugstore brands when they come to... bringing out these sort of like palettes and quads and quints and all that bullshit is that they go for colours that don't really work well together or create a complete eye look.
Yeah,
whereas that mauvey one down the bottom, you totally could.
Yeah,
totally
absolutely.
Could.
If the formula's good.
Yeah, well, even if it isn't, you can create something.
Yeah.
But, okay, we've got Melt Cosmetics showing a sneak peek of a palette or something that's coming out. Most people thought this was Kat Von D bringing out something that was way too filigreed. Is that a word? Probably not. But filigree to the extreme.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to take some inspiration and I don't get it.
Scrambles my brain.
Okay, something that I personally am a little bit interested in. It's a new Morphe palette. This is the 35R, which I'm going to assume is for Rust.
Yeah.
That is my assumption.
Makes sense.
I quite like this. It looks like there's maybe more than half being mattes. And then there's 3 like columns that are shimmer.
Yeah.
I don't like that about it because I find their shimmers are way better than their mattes, so that kind of annoys me. But I love these colours, and I find that their shadows, even though they're very, very cheap quality, they work really, really well. And they've got their orange palettes that they were very popular, but I found them to be too bright orange and a little bit too unwearable. Whereas Rust is sort of like the mix between the orange and the bronzes that actually make it a lot more wearable.
With the earthy tones. So
so... this actually really interests me. Like I said, I think I would prefer to see more shimmers than mattes, but what can you do?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes we don't get to control the colour selection or the finish.
Oh, no.
So sad.
So sad.
Unless you're voting on the Trend Mood one, then it turns into shit.
Yes, don't do that. Yes. Speaking of sass, let's talk about these MUA Cosmetics shimmer sheets. Sheets. Oops. So there's a rose gold and there's a white gold and, a white gold and a rose gold.
That's correct. And we have videos of them. They're little books. They look like oil blotting sheets. They're not for oil blotting.
Do not use these to blot your face. Please, this would be a nightmare.
Do not use these at all. Essentially, they are just... they're sheets of paper with shimmer on them that you rub on your face. If you want to know if this is going to work, take a blotting sheet out of your little blotting thing, spread some highlighter on it, and then rub it on your face and see how you feel about it. If you like it, go ahead. If not, well, that's probably because they're stupid.
It looks really dark as well, the rose gold one. It does. Swatched. I just don't like
Good
this.
for dark skin. I'd say, they've got one for dark skin and one for fair skin, but I just...
The thing that I don't like about this personally, and, you know, people are going to be like, so negative, but the thing I don't like about this is that you can buy a highlighter, even a really affordable highlighter, say for like 10, 15, 20 bucks, and you can literally use that
for your whole life,
all year round, and it will last you like a year plus.
Yeah, you probably get 2 years out of standard size highlighter.
Correct. Whereas if you're just using sheets and there's like 20 sheets or 50 sheets or 30 sheets, whatever it is, that is 30 applications.
You're limited.
I don't like it. I just think if you look at, like, I don't think this is necessarily more convenient than putting a little compact in your bag.
No.
It's probably messier. Mm-hmm. And also just the value for money is not there for me.
No.
It's not there.
They're made by MUA, so they wouldn't be expensive, but they've got the Luxe branding on them as well, which means they bump up the prices just a little bit.
I do think that that'd probably be a good $5-10.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to be worth $5 or $10.
No. We do have a photo here of Kylie off Snapchat, and she has eyeshadow on. People are wondering if it's potentially a new palette or a shade that is meant to be in a new palette that she's releasing. I don't know.
Reaching.
Yeah, I
think the fact that she did those eyes might indicate that, or it just might mean that she's making a stupid face with her eyes.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? But there has been a bit of drama with her Kylighters. We have also had a few people request us to destroy them. We went to order some with other stuff and they were all sold out, so we didn't have a chance. We're not going to place an order anytime soon, so it's not happening. No. But essentially what's been going on is that people have been receiving empty empty pans.
Yeah.
And now it's showing that they're getting... So originally she showed the packaging and there was one shade that had like a little sticker over the top and she was like, it's just
it's
prototype.
My prototype.
Yeah, don't stress. People have been receiving those. Empty. But those. So some people are thinking it's more sinister than it might actually be. What are people claiming?
All right. So rest in peace, Lime Grime made a post on Instagram and said... like Kat said, they had images of the packaging with the label on it. And then someone was like peeling the label off and they found underneath it said First Date, which was a limited edition blush that they released earlier in the year.
Was it Valentine's?
Potentially. I think it was. Then they go on to say that people have been receiving them empty, as Kat said, and also the packaging is shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, the stickers on the products, you can see they've got like dirty fingerprints on them and little bits of hair stuck behind them and stuff like that. We did order one of the Stinky Peach palettes from her. And the label on the back of that looks like a piece of shit too. It's just like a clear sticker that's stuck on, that's got shit printed on it, and you can sort of see all the imperfections underneath it. It's pretty gross. Like,
I'm just gonna say, I just had a quick look. The First Date blush is from that book that she released.
Right. Okay.
So they must have got the name wrong.
Right.
Because it was never released as a single.
Right.
It was in that Kylie book thing.
It's the orange one.
The diary, Kylie's diary eyeshadow palette. So people, I think, are getting their conspiracy hats on.
Yeah.
And thinking they're just like, I think it was a fuck up.
Yeah. Probably a printing error.
Correct.
Someone would have sent the list and fucked it up.
Yeah.
The list of, hey, here are the names to go on the boxes. Oops.
Yeah, and fucked it up.
Yeah.
Okay, just a quick searching. Chocolate Cherry has been arriving empty. That's the main shade. So you're probably right. They probably just thought, fuck it, it's the box. Put a label over it. Which,
That is fucking fine. I wouldn't be bothered by that. All they have to do is say, we had an issue with printing, we've fixed it with the sticker, it's very costly to reprint. But don't say, this is my prototype, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, and also you think that from a brand that's maybe a startup brand, not a brand that's got like...
Exactly.
billions of dollars of worth behind it. Like,
exactly.
It seems a bit cheeky.
It does.
Anyway.
It's cheeky and cheap, and you can just tell, like, their shit is manufactured in the cheapest possible way.
Yep.
But then you're paying fucking $4,000 in your firstborn child for a fucking highlighter.
And you're staying up until 3 a.m. trying to get the orders.
And they look like shit. They're not even good products.
Yeah.
I have no respect for this brand.
No, I agree. Okay, so Rimmel have reformulated a really old foundation. Mind you, this foundation, I believe, started coming out just before maybe I started doing blogging, which was like 6 years ago. So it's been out for a while. I have tried it. I don't love it. It is a brightening, sort of illuminating foundation. They've reformulated it, and I believe what they've added in is the vitamin C. So it's supposed to help with that brightening thing, which is smart because the only other thing they had about it that was brightening was the fact they had micro glitter in it. Do you know that? Did you see that? I remember the packaging. You'd use it, and right down the bottom there'd be like really fine, like silver glitter that gathers.
Out.
So it wasn't brightening, it was illuminating.
Yeah, I'm not really down with Rimmel foundations. They don't hit the mark for me, so I don't pay attention to them.
But putting vitamin C in it is smarter.
Yeah.
But then again, doesn't vitamin C get affected by light and it's got clear packaging?
Yeah, it does. So vitamin C stops being effective after a certain amount of time, and if it's not hidden from light, it degrades quicker.
Yeah.
Also, something about vitamin C is that it lightens your skin over time. So if you're putting, let's say I buy a shade that suits me now and put it on, when the bottle is finished, if it is actually effective at brightening the skin, that shade's not even going to match you anymore. So...
Good. Okay, we've got a few Too Faced things, as we usually do.
Yeah.
We've got this Too Faced lacy eyeshadow designy thing. This reminds me of Mira Ness.
Yeah.
Mira Ness had these. God. Anyway, cool. Is this what...
Yeah, Jared said he finally got his samples from the lab. Good on you, Jared. Keep it to yourself. I don't know, why do you want this? What? That black overlay over the nude one? That's not going to go all through the palette.
Well, maybe we'll fuck it up and see.
We are going to fuck it up. We're going to buy the whole collection and just fucking drive over it with a car.
Good idea.
Good.
Let's do it.
I'm
anyway,
glad.
There's also a photo of, I think, the founder of Glam Glow being at the Too Faced headquarters.
Yes.
So a lot of people are saying, is there a collab happening? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because they did that pack with Beauty Blender.
Yeah.
They're not opposed to collabing with other brands.
And I have no issue with that.
No.
I think brands collaborating with other brands to sort of bring together the best of what they both have to offer, it's great.
And it's generally good though, because a pack is generally better value than buying the things individually.
Yeah.
So if you are a big fan of, say,
Too Faced and Glam Glow,
or either one, but you're like, I want to try Glam Glow but not buy a whole thing, I just want a little thing of samples, this might be a better way to do it. So it just helps expose one brand to another brand's audience. And
I think it's interesting. I'd be interested to see what they come up with.
I'm curious, since we talked on Monday about the fluoro pink stuff that Glam Glow is bringing out. I wonder if they're going to be doing some fluoro pink shit with Too Faced.
Probably.
We talked about Urban Decay. Let's talk about Violet Voss, who's bringing out a new palette. This is alongside that highlighter palette, isn't it?
The
Rose
Gold. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is an all matte palette. And
it's called Matte About You.
Yeah. It's boring.
It's literally the same colour.
Yeah, it's like
just with
multiple
different
rows.
depths.
Can I just say though, if you've got, so this is a palette of 20 eyeshadows, one cream. You're going to hit pan on that cream. If you use this as your primary eyeshadow palette, you want at least 3 variations of cream in there to balance out all the chocolate brown, chocolate brown, chocolate brown, chocolate brown, chocolate brown, chocolate brown, espresso brown, light chocolate brown, fucking, caramel brown. Like, you want
brick red.
Yeah, brick red, slightly darker brick red, slightly more red brick red. So you want more, because like a colour that often many people use is either transition colours or like matte brow bone highlight shades.
Yeah.
There is not enough of that in here. It's a very badly balanced palette.
If you look at the next photo,
there's a few yellows.
In different lighting, you've got white, 2 of the exact same yellow, then about
17 of the same orange,
yes.
and then about 45 of the same brown. Fucking well done. Oh, and there's one called Romantical.
Woo! On
That's
that
a real
note,
world.
we're going to say goodbye, guys. We really hope you enjoyed this episode of Beauty News. Sorry, I was so grumpy. I hate everything today.
You do.
I hate it.
She's even scared my cat away.
I
He's
know.
lovely. He loves everyone.
He ran. I'll go give him a belly rub and he'll like me again. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And what day is this going up? Friday?
Yep.
So we'll see you tomorrow for
a review,
and then on Sunday for a demo.
Which we have not filmed yet, so what the fuck are we reviewing? We don't know.
I think we do know, but we're just not going to tell you.
I'm very worried that this week I'm working a lot and I'm going to be doing a review at like midnight and editing it at like 2 a.m. trying to get it up for the Saturday. But I'll do it.
Well, we could always put my demo up on the Saturday and your review on Sunday if we need to do that.
If we need to do that.
If we need to do it, that is what we will do. So we're going to go now.
Leave a poo emoji because she's in a shit-ass mood.
Yes! A melting poo.
Yeah.
Because that's...
Drippy poos.
That's what I feel like today.
Yeah,
drippy shit.
Oh, well. Give Hayley some love.
Yeah.
And also give me love.
Give us both love, but... I'm not mad about anything in particular. It's just hot and sticky and gross in Melbourne, and these makeup releases are fucking stupid.
Don't hold back.
No! Fuck off Colourpop! Fuck off Violet Voss!
Yeah.
Who else do I hate? Too Faced with those stupid lace fucking mirror-ness regurgitation eyeshadows. Goodbye.
See you guys.